Jefferies Healthcare Conference is getting more momentum. It's getting to the level of JPM. This is, probably as exciting time as any time that I have experienced. I've been in the biotech space for 30 plus years. You can produce a really lasting remission in patients with autoimmune disorders.
How exactly does allogeneic CAR T therapy work, and why is it so groundbreaking?
You're talking about from a single treatment with the cell products, having a deep response that lasts for several years, to the point that people are talking about potential cure in the most refractory disease setting. So cell therapy now, so far, has been relying on using patients' own lymphocytes to produce the chimeric antigen receptor product. But that is a little bit of a bespoke manufacturing process that takes time and also costs a lot. What the allogeneic cell therapy does is using the cells from a different person, so this donor material, from which we can make a product that we can use on many different patients. So it saves the cost, and also it makes the therapy available on time.
It's been a tumultuous time over the past couple of years and a lot of scrutiny regarding cell and gene therapy recently. How do you think things are progressing at the moment?
This is, probably as exciting time as any time that I have experienced. I've been in the biotech space for 30 plus years. When I think about what can be done with a cell therapy, with the ability to do a complex gene engineering, so you're really making a very complex product in a single cell, so that we can provide a benefit to the patient. So at Allogene, right now we have a program that is registration enabling study. What I mean by that, if the study is successful, that can potentially lead to the product approval and commercialization. So the lead program, called Cema-cel, is in the large B-cell lymphoma, in a very unique situation that we feel is best suited for the use of the CAR T therapy in the earlier line. We also have very exciting program in solid tumors. This is ALLO-316. We have presented the data at last year's ASCO. So in solid tumor, as an allogeneic cell therapy product, producing a response in about 1/3 of the patient, and these responses being just as durable as the responses that we have seen in the hematologic malignancy. That is really groundbreaking. And our third program, which we just entered into the clinic, is probably a program that I'm most excited about. So this is a program that we are taking into autoimmune space outside oncology, because what we have learned over the last couple of years is with allogeneic or with a cell therapy, you can produce a really lasting remission in patients with autoimmune disorders.
And so what milestones can we look forward to over the next year?
We expect to communicate the first interim analysis coming from our registration study. And also we expect to present the initial proof of concept data coming from our autoimmune program.
And what's your key message been to investors at this Jefferies conference?
I've been coming to Jefferies meeting for many years. I think, this year it's more of, allogeneic cell therapy now is the prime time, especially with all the trials that we are running. I feel that this is really at the right juncture to really look, set the expectations for what to happen over the next year or two. I mean, the expectation here is that this is really here to enter into potentially commercial space. Obviously, all the studies have to be successful, but we are very optimistic about the outcome of the trials that we're doing.
Could you perhaps speak briefly on your career background and what's led you to developing these therapies today?
I've been in this field for quite a while. I was trained as a medical oncologist, so my background is more on the research and development. And I worked in a biotech company for a number of years before joining Kite Pharma, which at the time was a relatively small company of about 20 employees. So this was really the innovation hub at the time for the chimeric antigen receptor therapy development. So the product of that, 3 years later, was the approval of Yescarta, which is commercialized for the lymphoma indications as well as for the leukemia indications.
What would you say is one of the most important secret ingredients to leading large teams and success in the biotech space?
Getting people aligned on the mission of what you are trying to do. And frankly, for a lot of biotech companies, that's a relatively easy job. We put the patients at the center, and we also try to, provide, the treatment that really addresses unmet need. So when I think about, doing that and also applying, science background that I have, and also, essentially all our employees have some kind of technical background, I think that really brings everybody together.
And finally, Jefferies taking place today in the heart of central London. How important would you say the UK is to the global biotech scene?
Very, very important. When I think about healthcare conferences, there are two major ones. One is the one that occurs in San Francisco beginning of the year. That's JPM, Healthcare Conference, and Jefferies. And frankly, I would say that Jefferies Healthcare Conference is getting more momentum. It's getting to the level of JPM, which obviously has been running for much longer. So this is really exciting meeting. And, congratulations to all the company representatives and the investors who have gathered here.
Amazing, Dr. Chang. Thank you so much for your
All
time.
right,
Lovely
real
to meet you.
pleasure.